Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is your boy Mark Roden, and today we are finally going to look at a car. I have currently filmed this exact intro 3 different times now, and you guys haven't seen it because I went and looked at 3 different cars already, and every single one of them was a bad deal, and I didn't take it. Today, the guy is being really cooperative, sending me videos and stuff like that, and so I'm I feel pretty strong about this one. I think we're going to get it. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. My friend Patrick, he's going to be driving me out there today. And I don't think I'll actually get it today, like driving it back home, because it has no plates, obviously. So I need to wait until I can go up there with plates. But I think I should be getting it pretty soon. If it all checks out, everything that he's sending me videos of, I like it. It runs nice. Underneath it is nice. It does have one little rust patch in the quarter panel, but that's it. It's very cheap. It's a manual. Has pretty low miles for what it is. I can't wait to show you guys, but I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but we are getting a daily driver finally, and it's going to be a budget build because of how much money I'm spending on there. Oh, I can't wait, guys. It's going to be so much fun, but we'll get into that in a minute. If you want to support the channel any more than you already are, head on over to www.smoothstance.com/shop to pick yourself up a hat, shirt, or shorts. There's also going to be a link at the top of the description for my gaming channel. I like racing video games, car X drift racing, Need for Speed, Forza. I want to make videos on them. I figured it would be fun. So if you also like those kinds of racing games, go over there and check it out. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's get right into it. All right, boys. So a little spoiler alert. I did buy the car. It's a long story what we're waiting for. But me and Patrick, we went up there. I looked at it. Everything checked out. I'm so happy. I was about to be 0-4, but now I'm 1-3. So we're good. We got a car. But we have to wait because Zach, who you guys know, is actually going to tow it back for me, and it's going to take him like 2 hours to get up here. And so we were like, oh no, what are we going to do? Well, lucky for us, a casino was only 5 minutes down the road, so we're going to be gambling because I'm happy. And so I'm going to gamble a little bit of my money away. Probably a bad idea, but who cares? I'm happy. I'm young. Let me be, man. Let me be. But yeah, we're at MGM Grand now. I'm going to take a nice crisp $100 bill. That's it. Just $100. I'm not a big roller or anything like that. We're gonna go gambling. Obviously I can't film inside the casino, but it's gonna be a fun time. Okay, gotcha. Little sneak peek for you boys. That's all you get though. That's all you get. You Honda boys are gonna know exactly what that is, but everybody else will be like, oh, what oh, I said it. Oh. Just cut that part out. But anyway, Zach is here, guys. Showing his whip. Sorry, Zach. So, Darcy blows. It is obviously the next day. Still freezing outside though, and the dogs are still barking. I don't know where they came from, but here she is. Obviously now that you can see it in the light, you know it is an Acura Integra, boy. I'm super stoked. Let me get into the basics of it really quickly and talk about the stuff that's, you know, obviously people are going to be wondering. First of all, it is a 2000 Acura Integra LS. It has a manual transmission, so that's great because I really didn't want an automatic, but manual transmission. It is 143,000 miles, so it is kind of high on miles, but it's a clean title. And full transparency with you guys, because that's kind of like going to be the whole point of this car, is to tell you guys like how cheap it actually is to build a Honda. Full transparency with the car, I paid $3,000 for it. 3K, 143,000 miles, clean title, runs and drives pretty freaking great. And it does have a couple issues. Let's get into those really quick. On the exterior, rust. It's gonna happen, man. So there's a little bit of rust on this little quarter panel here, and there's a little bit of rust over here too, right here. This one's a little bit worse than on the other side. So those are definitely pretty decent issues. Also this little paint issue there, and the roof has some paint damage too. You can kind of see it. It's not too easy to see though, but that's okay because I'm definitely going to change the color of this car. I'm not going to keep it silver forever. Other issues that the car does have that you can't see is the rear crash bar is rusted to shit. It is so rusty, dude. I'll show you guys that obviously at some point, probably not in today's video, but at some point, you know what, maybe I can. You can kind of see it right now. It's kind of hard though, but that's the rear crash bar. It is so rusty. Here's underneath the car. Obviously it's going to have some rust. It is a 22-year-old car, but for the most part underneath the car is pretty damn clean. Now it is bone stock, completely bone stock, besides the exhaust. The exhaust is a little louder than I would like, but it's a Honda. They're like all loud. Now, true Honda fans are going to immediately notice, right when I open the door here, that there's something off about this interior. You know what it is? Yeah, well, the freaking seats are actually seats out of a Honda Civic, because those are the old seats, and as you can tell, there's a giant tear in them. He did give me the old seats if I wanted to fix them. I'm not going to fix them. They're old, nasty seats. There's no point in fixing them. But I'm just going to keep the Civic seats in there for right now. But yeah, that's pretty much the only issue. Oh no, so window regulator. It needs something for the window. This window does not roll down on the driver's side. Not that big of a deal, because guess what? This car has heat and AC, boy. I'm so excited. I've never had a car with AC in it. Both the Z and the PT Cruiser do not have AC. So I finally have a car with AC. And so I don't really care that the window's broken. The only other issue is it does have a bad transmission mount, which is a big one. I didn't really like hearing that, to be honest with you, but besides all that stuff, it's pretty good. Oh, it also does kind of have a hard time starting. Not like a hard time starting. You know what? I'll start it. This is like, first of all, Jesus, trying to get in this thing is a nightmare. I am a 6'1" man. It is not easy to get into this car. Once I'm actually in the car, I fit pretty nicely, but trying to actually get it, like trying to get into the car is a pain. It's definitely not a car for shorter or taller people. Get it out of gear. You already know, guys. Manny tranny. Also, the gear like ratio is actually pretty, not ratio, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, like the length between them is pretty short. Like, I test drove a Civic, a 99 Civic before, and look how clean this interior is, by the way, guys. Like, look at this interior, man. Obviously, we are going to just give it a quick clean, but I was worried it was going to be filthy. It is not. It is not filthy at all. It is actually really nice condition. But anyway, let's start this bad boy up. Listen to how rough it is to start this thing. It does take some time. Ready? On the dash, there's no lights except for an ABS light, no check engine light, none of that stuff. 143,000, you can see it right there. When you turn on the lights, he has like LED lights in there, which I guess is pretty cool. That's a little clock up there. Yeah, he gave me, first of all, the original like owner manual book, which I thought is pretty cool too. But now let's get into the actual car, what I'm gonna do with it really quick while I'm sitting in here. First of all, let me turn on the damn heat. It is cold. Heat is still cold, so let me turn it down for right now, let it warm up. But yeah, in terms of what I want to do with it, so the reason why I told you guys the price of the car is because this is going to be a budget build. I just want to make it, it's going to be my daily driver for over the winter. I just want to make it look nice and handle nice. It's going to be my daily driver, so I don't really want to like add a bunch of power to it and make it like unreliable. So it's just gonna, for right now, just gonna look nice. It's got pretty high miles anyway. It's not really worth like trying to make it into some huge horsepower build. In terms of that, I paid $3 grand for it, and I want the budget to be like around $5,000 if I can do that. If I can do 5,000, that would be great. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen now of what I want the car to look like when I'm done with it in a year from now. The whole plan is to buy a car at $3 grand, put a little bit of money into it, hopefully under $5,000, and then sell it for a little bit of profit when it's nice looking and all that stuff. And that would be the plan with it, and then use that money to go ahead and buy another car to do a whole nother budget build on that car. So this is going to be a budget build to kind of show you guys that you can have a cool looking car at least while you have a smaller budget. I actually did get to drive it a little bit, but only like up and down the guy's road. Let's give it a little rev test. Ready? Yeah, it's a Honda. it's a Honda. It makes Honda noises. But it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm excited to get started in this whole like budget build journey. I've always wanted to do like a budget build, and now I have like a cheap Honda that I can do a budget build with, and I'm excited. They're pretty reliable cars. They're pretty easy to work on. I'm going to be able to learn a lot of stuff with this car. Honda boys, listen, I don't know anything about the Integra LS. I really don't. I did a lot of research on the Acura RSXs because I was planning on buying one of those for this series, but then this came across my Facebook marketplace, and I was just like, oh, that is a good deal, let me buy that instead. So now I have this. So if you know, please tell me everything that you know about this Integra, because I need to know. I don't know anything about it, so I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, that's I guess pretty much it for the start of the series. I hope you guys are excited. Budget Acura Integra build coming to a YouTube channel near you pretty soon. I already have a couple of parts on order, and I'm gonna also be working with a couple of companies too to help push along the build a little bit more. And obviously if the build does good and you guys are like giving this video like tons of views, then I will start to add power mods to it and maybe boost it and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's not going to be on the radar just yet. So yeah, but I'm excited though. I am super excited. And I'm just gonna into freaking heat. Nice heat, baby. I'm getting warm. It's like 22 degrees outside right now, so that's helpful. But anyway guys, I do appreciate it. This was a long process. We were 0-3 before I found this car. I went and looked at a BMW 328 Xi E92, had a ton of quarter panel damage, didn't take that. Then I went and looked at a 1999 Honda Civic. That was just a piece of junk, didn't take that. He wanted $4 grand for it, not even close to worth $4 grand. Then I went and looked at an RSX, that was an automatic. Thank God I didn't buy that one, because A, it had quarter panel damage, so that's why I left. It had a bunch of quarter panel vents and all that stuff, so I didn't take it. But after I left, he changed the listing and said that it needs a new transmission. So thank God I didn't buy that one, because that would have been a nightmare. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm super excited for this budget build. I hope you're excited for it as well. And das Vidania, have a nice night.